G'day everyone, here we are with the Aussie Golf Review at a bit overcast day at my house.
Richo's Palace.
Yep, having a swim.
Well, you had a swim earlier, but Softy and I are rugged up.
No. I am good.
Weak as water, these blokes.
Ironically enough.
But guys, we've had a very good fortnight over the last fortnight with the Coolangatta River Course that we played the 3-team foursomes with Russ, Dan, Richo, myself, and Softy and Wade.
Yep.
The river course is a totally different course to the west course, which was very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the river course. It's good.
Yeah, they're great. I played there on Friday in comp. Didn't do very well, but
What'd you shoot, Scott?
31 points.
Which is off the stick?
I had a couple of wipes, so it's a bit over my handicap. Just a little bit.
It wasn't the best round, but I'd personally never played the river course. I'd only played the west course, and you're right.
Mate, I can't understand handicaps. They
Oh,
just blow
true.
me away.
We'll talk about that in just a second. But basically, reviewing Coolangatta River Course, it was just brilliant. The greens were so different to the west course, which are bent greens compared to Tiff Eagle greens.
Yep.
And October.
I think they're doing 3 or 4. Don't quote me. It's somewhere around that number. So I think they've prepped the temporary greens. But yeah, October. Because they're not laying down turf. They're seeding it.
Yeah. So it's not growing season right now. It's winter, or it's heading into winter over here. 20-degree days is not really great for stolinising or at least seeding. It's not very good at all.
That was a big word.
Stolinising?
I think you made that up.
I did. Check that out in Google. Even what bent grass is.
Yeah.
But guys, no, seriously, totally different greens. Tiff Eagle's a lot hardier. It doesn't need as much water as bent does in warm conditions, whereas we tend to get more warm conditions. Down south, I don't think we get much frost.
Down there?
Yeah, down there.
No, it's pretty much the same as up here.
It's not too bad. So bent is usually used for when frost comes in. Cooch does not like frost at all. It just browns off and it's very dormant in winter. So they're changing that. But again, the river course, it was a little tighter, I felt.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You had to hit it. You didn't always have to hit driver, but you had to hit it in the right spots or else it's nasty.
Yeah,
I know you can definitely get away with that using
case in point, when I played on Friday, I drove average and
scored average.
So that just tells you something. And it's not the longest course.
No, it's certainly not long.
You can get to most of the par 5s in 2, and if you're not hitting well off the tee.
You're not hitting well off the tee, but and that's again case in point. There's a par 5 there. Was it 6th hole?
Yeah.
If you don't hit a good tee shot, you go left. It's OB.
Yep.
You go right. You've got trees. You got bunkers everywhere.
Yep.
You got water left. You got water right.
Yeah, on your second, so you've got to contend with a lake shorter than the one on the right, and then you got bunkers.
Correct.
So
you've got to hit a couple. If you're going to go for the green, you've got to hit a good shot. You've got to hit a good tee shot, good second shot. And to be rewarded.
You've got to thunk that hole through.
Thunk it. And then even if you get it to the green, if the pin's up the back left, you've got to come up over a big ridge, which makes it quite tough.
Yes.
Check out part 3 just quietly. The first shot Softy hits on part 3. The par 3, he just starts old yabba mouth over here.
Hey, I kept quiet in the beginning, and the guys were just in my ear. I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to. Well, you're gonna see it.
Exactly. Let the club do the talking.
That's right.
The toughest hole on that is that one that runs along the river, but with a really hard green.
Really hard green.
Yeah, it came just after the real sharp dog leg.
Yeah.
Left.
One of your favourite holes.
Oh
One of your favourite holes.
13.
Is that 13? That is like we took driver, but when you look at it, you go, probably should have.
No, it's just an eye off the tee and hit the green because that green left is dead. You cannot hit it left of that green.
Well, if you go right or
left is really dead, but right, like again on Friday when I played, I hit one just right of the green because they got little false fronts. Just went off. It wasn't a terrible shot, but that green it makes you look terrible.
It ended up not so good.
No.
Correct. No, I really enjoyed the golf course. Get down there and play, guys. Yeah. The guys in the pro shop, Craig and Matt and all the guys down there they're just superstars.
Yeah.
Really good, make everybody feel welcome. You got the 36 holes there. Go check it out, guys. Make sure you do.
Definitely. Good spot to play.
Great spot to play.
And stay. isn't it?
Yeah,
there's lots of stuff around there. There's
plenty of hotels, plenty of food.
Yep, plenty of food.
Bit of a beach.
Yep, beach.
Maybe not the type of weather here. There's a nice river there, but guys,
good surfing weather, mate.
Wetsuit weather. Guys, a couple of questions. Basically, we want you guys to ask us some questions as well. I've got a question for myself or all of us for each other, and we've got a question from some of the viewers. But please comment down below on some questions you want us to answer in regards to the world of golf, Richo's life, whatever.
Yeah.
Any questions we're happy to answer in these vlogs on the Monday.
Yep.
All right. So the first question I have is the thoughts of Dustin Johnson's penalty at the US Open. Do you know what happened, Richo?
Well, yeah, I do. I did see it there where he sort of backed away after the ball rolled, but
So the ball rolled,
but he hadn't grounded his club or anything else.
and this is the thing.
Yeah, look, I think it's a bit tough that it rolled for a while. Like, if you're going to get penalised, you need to get penalised then and then move on.
And
I think that's the difficult, because he's lucky he had a few shot lead.
In the end, luckily.
Right? But you imagine playing for the next few holes thinking, well, was that a penalty? Am I going
Well, that's
to
what
lose?
that's exactly what he was doing.
If it was tied, if there was only, like, if him and another bloke were going even and be thinking, oh, am I going to lose this now by one shot? Like, I like the idea of that, you know, generally when we play is the same, isn't it? Mate, you grounded your club there in the sand bunker, bang, penalty, add on, beautiful,
done,
move on. Yeah, I don't know about, we'll review it later and this and that. You either penalise him or you don't.
Well, the fact that, they had to wait so long.
Well, this is the thing. So you talk something.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the fact that they waited so long meant that, like, they just had it felt like, to you watching, no control. You can't leave a player hanging like that. Like, it's the US Open. It doesn't matter if it was DJ, he's been so close the last few years. It could have been anybody.
Mate, doesn't matter. Some poor young fella trying to win his first major.
That's right.
I mean, imagine going, we're not sure about that try in that rugby league game, but we'll come back when it finishes.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have a look at it when the game finishes. We'll decide whether we take that 4 points
or cricket, he might have been LB, but or wait till he makes 150 and then we'll. But
I think so. They do have marshals on the field. Is that my understanding?
They do, and I think the issue for mine was, yes, he didn't ground the club, and yes, he may not have made it move. The old rule was, even if you were set up to it the way he was, you were deemed to have moved the ball.
Yes.
So regardless, you were deemed to have moved it. They changed the rule, so you have to be deemed to have moved the ball.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the marshal at the time with Lee Westwood said, because DJ backed off it and said, ball moved, Westwood said, I didn't see you move it. And the marshal or the referee in the group said, mate, no, it's all good, keep going. Because he would have, if he was told it moved, you had to replace it and then play it from there with that shot.
Yeah. And you know what? Playing in that group or whatever, I'd be happy with what the marshal said.
Exactly right, and your playing partner.
And Westwood was happy as well.
Yep, I'd be happy to go.
Totally. And that marshal come to him a few holes later and said, look, this is going to be up for review. We're letting you know now so you can play accordingly. But I don't believe they let every other group know. So wouldn't you, if you were Shane Lowry or somebody in a group behind or group in front, potentially play for the fact that he could be one shot less at the end of it?
Because you are looking at the scoreboard.
I know, but right now he's this, but he could be one less.
Yeah, so, they could have changed the dynamic.
Maybe I'll go for that par 5 rather than laying up.
I just think it was poorly handled. Poorly handled from the USGA's point of view. It's been covered by all the players, carried on about Tiger and Rory and all the guys did. So, that's our 2 cents of it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, just one more point. When we were playing with Jared on Monday, Caboolture, Jared Sterling.
That's coming up, so you'll see that.
Yep. He made a good point. What if, he was one shot ahead and then they took the shot off him.
Correct.
And they had to go into a playoff. Or they were drawn, he was
tied.
Whoever it was, they were tied, and then they take the shot. Would the circumstances
it still
dictated what the decision was?
Because he was a couple of shots up, he still wins regardless.
Yeah.
But if he was tied or had to go to a playoff, then what would have happened?
Yeah. But was it because maybe he was 3 shots up, they just went,
may as well.
We've got to look like we're doing something.
I agree. It's a bit of a funny one, though.
Yeah.
It's a funny one.
It's done.
It's done is done.
He is the US Open champion.
Well done, DJ. It's deserved. So
very.
Second question here of Dave Bucks. Happy to see you might be coming to the UK soon. Well, sorry, Dave, maybe not soon. I'm 100% coming over for the Open next year. That's a definite. I'll be there.
Oh, look, if you divorce your wife and I can take her spot.
Well, that might be the go. There might be a fight between you two, but
Why?
I'm definitely coming.
He's mine.
The wife and I are coming over, so that'll be great. And if these boys can save up and come over, that'd be fantastic.
I'd love to get over there now that I've got the travel bug.
The bug, he's loving it. He's eating him from the inside. We'll definitely be there. I'll definitely be there. Would love to hear your opinion on TV and golf. Coming from somebody from the UK.
Okay.
This is Dave saying, I think golf being on Sky, which I'm guessing is like Fox Sports from our side of things. A subscription television.
Yep.
New Zealand have the same. They have Sky TV, so all their sport goes onto Sky. So if you don't subscribe to it, you basically don't get
to see it.
Okay.
It says we are missing the opportunity for kids to see it and want to play it. Golf should be free to air to encourage youngsters. What do you think? You got kids, so do I.
Dave, you're spot on, mate. Mate, I grew up, everyone played cricket because it was on TV every day.
It's on free to air.
It was on free to air TV, it was on every day. Here, everyone follows the Broncos because they're on nearly every Friday night, but the rugby league is on free to air TV.
It is.
No one follows the Union, right, except for the Wallabies because it's on free to air TV. No one follows the Super 14.
No, the domestic,
Like,
the Super Rugby,
yeah,
what
the
they
Super
call it.
Rugby, like, because it's the same thing. They missed the boat. They put the World Cup on free to air TV.
Yep.
And the following season, bang, gone. And they didn't follow it up. The A-League struggles here. They've tried to put some more games onto SBS, which is free to air TV.
Yep.
But definitely, the kids will see it.
They'll
and
gravitate
watch it.
to what they
That's
can
why
watch.
we grew up. We all wanted to be Greg Chappell and Dennis Lillard because we saw them every week on TV over the summer. And depending where, that's why I never followed a lot of AFL because when I first started it was VFL, Victorian Football League, and the only game that ever showed on TV was the grand final.
Yep.
So I never saw it at all. Like, they have opportunity to show it and push it, even some highlight packages.
Yep.
It doesn't always have to be
The whole
lot, but if you can put a highlight package in and cut it and show some great shots and some quick little interviews with some people, they'll find it. And they'll see that, there's a lot of kids that grow up and thinks golf's just for old men.
But it's not.
No, and that's it, right. But without seeing it, no one will ever know.
That's true. I agree. I totally agree with it. At the end of the day, there's next to no golf on free to air. I mean, I think we get out the Australian Masters, the Open, the PGA.
I think the ladies was on.
The ladies will
it
get
was
free
only
to
the
air.
ABC.
last 2 rounds, I think. 3 and 4. So
They only show a little bit.
Yep.
We get a few domestic ones. Sometimes they'll pop up, but there's no real schedule.
Yep.
But when it comes to the European Tour, or PGA Tour, or Web.com, or Challenge Tour, nothing.
None.
It's only on subscription television.
I think the only major that's on free to air TV now is the Masters.
The Masters, US Open's on. Yep, correct. You're right.
Yep. Which is awful. Now I grew up, the 4 majors were always on TV.
They were always on free to air.
And you look forward to it. And people with some kids can't afford to have like Sky or Foxtel or.
Sometimes there's no point. You know what I mean?
Well,
unless you want to
that's
spend
true.
that money, it's just no point.
Yep.
Unless you're a diehard.
Yep. It's true. Look, kids will play stuff that they see.
Correct.
Like I said, here in Queensland, everyone wants to play for Queensland. Everyone wants to play for the Broncos. Why? Because that's what we see.
We need to get golf into that sort of line.
Of course it is.
I understand golf's less than footy in cricket in regards to participation, but we need to grow that, and we're trying to do our tiny little bit, along with Jay Simpson and others, to try to push golf forward.
Yep.
Cool. What do we got coming up, Richo?
We've got Caboolture.
Caboolture.
Beautiful, not a bad course.
Great
Had been
track.
raining the day before.
100 mil.
But, I know, but I was surprised. It was pretty dry. It was good.
Good drainage,
Was a little bit windy, a bit cool up there, wasn't
It
it?
was, yeah.
Because it is a little bit on the peak there.
Yeah.
But
A little bit.
The majority of the bunkers were unplayable. But
Yeah, so there was a
old
lot
mate
of,
was out there with his generator,
with his pump trying to get rid of
trying
it.
to get it all out.
but good course.
Caboolture's fantastic, guys. Stay tuned for that. So I actually played. It was Richo Softy. James Macklin and Jared, who you wouldn't have seen yet. So Jared Sterling, he's a +2 marker from Redcliffe, and is one of these elite amateurs wanting to almost take that next step of kind of winning. I mean, I think he might have won club championships, not this year. Doug Klein did, but anyway, he's up there. He's up there and wanting to move forward.
He's long off the tee. That's all I'll say.
He's a popgun off the tee. Richo is out driving him. Stay tuned for that.
I can't wait for him to play you when he's
hitting it really good.
Yeah.
It's going to kill him.
He did hit it pretty good. He just didn't hit driver the best, and Richo gave it to him from the second hole. So stay tuned for that, guys. But Caboolture,
So it was good fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Good track.
Good fun. Good track.
Beautiful track.
Yep. A bit like most of the places that you play. Once you knew where you were going, I think we got a bit caught on the last.
There's a couple of spots there, but
there's a couple of spots where
stay tuned.
you might take a different option.
The greens were mint.
Yeah, they putted really well. Yeah, they were good.
The greens were amazing. Guys, stay tuned for the fortnight to come. Plenty more instruction, plenty more equipment reviews, some product testing with golf balls, your 2-piece golf ball between a premium 4-piece ball. Got a few things coming up there with some data, instructional, Caboolture.
I've got a #quest thing that I'm working on. So
#quest.
Pilgrimage.
Oh, mate,
Pilgrimage. Yeah. No,
buy me dinner. You'll make it.
We all love something.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't the quest. Oh, that's Conquer.
Conquest.
Conquest.
Carl Broadbent, maybe we'll get you one of these hats. We're in the works of trying to get some merchandise.
We are trying to get some hats and just working on.
We're trying, guys.
We don't want to make it too dear.
We don't want to make it too expensive. That's it. I mean, we feel you can't sell a hat for more than $30.
No.
And we've got to get the embroidery and stuff. So we're trying to source a few things just so that you guys can have some of this gear. No one cares about me. It's all about Richo Golf. So, guys, thanks for staying tuned this long. I don't know how long this vlog is, but stay tuned. What are we doing? Sharing, subscribing, liking. Commenting, thumbs upping. But guys, we're happy where we are. We're almost there to 3,000 subscribers. Loving what we're doing.
Going along the right, isn't it?
Tick along.
Yeah, we've got some products and stuff that are coming.
There's a lot of stuff happening, so we've got a few things that aren't necessarily in the mainstream to wood, but there's product stuff, so stay tuned for that, guys.
Yep. And thanks for everyone for when you see us out in the course with the driving range. Thanks for coming up and saying good day and telling us we're doing an okay job.
Yeah. And look, we think of you guys as viewers, not fans. We're not famous, we're doing nothing, so all it is providing what we can provide to you guys, and glad that some people are watching. So you aren't fans, you are viewers, and happy you're on the same level as us.
Yep.
That's it.
You allow us to do what we do, which is just play golf.
Just come up, so beautiful.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned. We'll Caboolture, plenty of stuff to come. So see you next time for Monday's show in a fortnight.